It's a really pretty intro as well. Undusted Letters from the Past is a casual game in which you clean and restore dirty items. What is her story as she returns to a long-neglected house? Enjoy the satisfying audiovisuals featuring sensually designed sounds and graphics. Quick check here. I think he looks pretty good. I will bring this down per usual. We like to have this at about 3/4. You can see the key bindings, but I think it'll tell us as we go. And let's hop on in. We did play the demo, so I assume that we'll probably have to replay a few things just to get going. When I think of my family home, the first things that come to mind are the glittering lake and the gently sloping hills. After walking through bustling streets over the hills and along the lakeside, my house and its bright red roof soon came into view. I would chat with Mom and Dad as we passed through the front gate together, and the big lemon tree in the yard would always greet us. For someone like me who lacked courage, maybe all I needed was an excuse, no matter how small. The letter from my aunt was enough. So I believe she's coming back to deal with things at the house after. Dear Adora, long time no see. How have you been? Are you doing all the things you've always wanted to do? It's been a while since I've heard from you. Come to think of it, the last time we saw each other was at Lily's funeral. I'm sorry to trouble you after all this time, but I can't find the necklace your mother gave me. I'm fairly certain I left it at your house after one of my visits. I really thought I had lost it for good, you know. I know it's a bit of a hassle, but could you send it to me? It should be in the attic. That's where Lily and I spent most of our time together when I was over. Thank you. Love, your aunt. It's been a long time since I last came back. I should tidy up the place. I suppose now's the right time. For the time being, it's the least I can do. The key. Ah, here it is. It's rusted all over. I'll have to clean it before I can use it. Whomst amongst us hasn't decided to try and steal wool off rust before we can use a key? So I like how the game makes really good use of pixel. Pixel for dust and grime. Okay, so using the mouse and the scroll wheel as a button. I know some people don't like using the mouse wheel button as a button. Okay. Gotta hold it down. And just brush it off. Brusha. So we gotta reach 40% cleaning progress. And at 40%, okay. Hints become available after cleaning items to a certain extent. Hold tab to view areas that need cleaning. So there's your dust sensor. Get to 99% cleaning progress. Well, I need more than 99%. Do you know me? 99%. Though I do like that it is like, okay, 100 is nice, but 99 is good because maybe there's a spot you can't reach. Maybe there's something in the way or blocking. Yeah, it reminds me of the Trash Goblin game as well. And I really like that cleaning games like this that are about restoring stuff is nice. Okay, reaching 99% will get the wrap up button. But we can get to 100. Excuse me. There we go. Memories beneath the dust. When was the last time this place was cleaned? There's so much dust that I can barely breathe. I need to go to the attic and find that necklace. Huh? Why is it locked? Now that I think of it, I've hardly ever been into the attic. Mom was always the one in charge of it. Oh well, I need to clean the rest of the house anyway. The attic key should eventually turn up. Where should I even start? The house key. It hasn't been used in a long time. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. After being neglected for so long, the house was so heavily laden with dust that it needed a mask to breathe normally. Hey, she brought a mask. I opened a window and started clearing out some of the dust. When it was cleaning day, I used to be in charge of the floors. Mom took care of the furniture, and Dad handled the windows and any tall places that were out of reach. If I closed my eyes, I could almost hear it all again. The sounds of Mom wiping down the furniture, Dad's humming. While cleaning the living room, I found a dust-covered photo frame on a shelf. Housed inside was our first family photo. Okay, Chapter 0 complete. Chapter 1, Once Upon a Time. Okay, so we can see the chapters as we go. We've already done that one. 100% perfect because, of course. So, clean the item to advance in the story. When we went to take our first family photo, Dad made a peculiar suggestion. While it wasn't unusual for him to say or do something quirky, none of us saw it coming. Why don't we all wear animal costumes? It'll be Adora's first ever family photo, so let's make it a special and unforgettable experience. He pleaded like a giddy child, arms firmly wrapped around a large costume. Mom let out a deep sigh. Here we go again. Can you imagine a little family photo and your dad's like, let's wear costumes. Amazing. It was massive. He really loved his jokes and pranks. A complete 180 from Mom. Okay, looks like we have a different tool to use this time. Also, can I clean up the, I can't clean up the water stains on the, okay. Well, let's get to it. Oh, right. Sorry, we have to get to a certain level and then we can unlock the hint, which is cleaning the... We never ended up wearing costumes like he wanted to. Yeah, I would love to remap controls for a controller for this one because I don't normally do a lot of mouse stuff, and I would love to be able to use a controller for this. But it's still really good. Oop, hold on. Too much zoom. Dehance. Dehance. Okay, we've unlocked hints, so now we can properly see where the dirt is. Per mommy dearest, I'm not mad at you, I'm mad at the dirt. And we have to get to 90%, I think, or 99. Hey, new original, welcome on in. Okay. Oop, sorry. Hold on. Reset. Okay, we're at 99, so we could stop, but I refuse. Oh, look, cute family photo. There we go. He still did bunny ears, though. Honey, don't you think there's a reason why people take more traditional photos? Because they couldn't come up with anything creative? Are you serious? Can't we just take a normal picture? But, but Adora, look at this. What a cute cat. Oh, so you're only trying to talk Adora into your plan now. Our very first family photo together, a seemingly ordinary picture, but with an amusing story behind it. And so ensued a battle between an unstoppable father and an immovable mother. As always, Mom won, leaving Dad with his shoulders hunched in defeat. While Mom was talking to the photographer, I snuck over to Dad and whispered, "Let's wear costumes next time." He only responded with a slight nod. When I looked at the photo afterwards, I saw that he had given me bunny ears. Mom noticed shortly afterwards and gave Dad a light rap on the head, but the sheer dad-like triumph of his face sent us all into a fit of laughter. Now, I think I remember this one from the demo. Yeah. When I was young, Mom often told me it was dangerous to go into the kitchen or attic alone, but the more someone told me not to do something, the more I wanted to do it. One day when Mom and Dad were out, I excitedly went into the kitchen to examine the cupboard that was just barely within reach. My heart was pounding as I opened the cupboard. There were many beautiful porcelain teacups, and I took out the one I thought was prettiest. Suddenly, the front door opened with a creak. Someone was back. I have definitely been caught like this when I have been snooping where I shouldn't have been snooping as a kid, so I get it. Crash! It was the sound of the porcelain breaking on the floor. The teacup had slipped out of my hands. The sharp sound of shattering porcelain froze me in place. I heard Mom urgently calling my name. She came into the kitchen and saw what had happened. Her face froze. So I remember in the demo, this was not that her mom was upset, but that she was just upset that you were hurt. You might have been hurt. Her face was so pale and stern. I'd never seen her look like that before. Okay, so we have two things to use to clean up. So probably start with the tooth. Oh, it's so pretty. That is my... Sorry, it's my work computer doing the beep beep beeps. Okay, should we wash the whole thing with this? What's this symbol? It must have some kind of meaning. It looks like a pen nib with wings? Okay, what happens if I use this tool? Okay, so it does the same job a little faster. But feels like... Oh, I see. So I can probably do the bulk of it with this. And then for the really dirty areas... Oh, leg? Could be legs. Hold on, I can't... There we go. Huh? I don't know. Oh. So I can use this to get an overall clean, and it seems like for the really dirty, I'll need to use the toothbrush. Okay, so hints unlocked. I think we will go in with the toothbrush now. I like that you can also just keep the dirt up while you're cleaning. It sounded like something breaking. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm still a person that whenever my toothbrush is gone or the one of the automatic heads is no longer good, I still use the toothbrush to clean something, like to get up inside something and clean it out before I throw it away. I don't know where I got that from. I feel like I got it from one of my parents. Brush it, brush it, brush it, brush it, brush it. Yeah, I know we're at 99. Come on, we're at 99.55. I gotta keep going. Hey. Mom? Oh, she's a little girl now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break it. Yeah, she wasn't mad at the cup. She's mad that, she just wanted you to be okay. Are you okay? Are you hurt anywhere? Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry I didn't listen to you. And I even broke one of the teacups. It's okay, Adora. Everything's okay as long as you aren't hurt. A porcelain teacup that is barely intact, one of Mom's most treasured possessions. Okay, now I feel bad. After giving me a big hug, she started to carefully gather the shards of porcelain in silence. I still couldn't forget how she had looked at the broken teacup. The next day, I secretly retrieved the shards from the trash and clumsily glued everything back together. Then I returned the fragile teacup to its place in the cupboard, hoping Mom would feel better after seeing it. When Mom discovered the teacup, she murmured, "This is a much more fitting appearance." I didn't understand why, but her smile looked bitter. Alright, next up. What glows in the dark? This will probably be the last item that we have time to clean because I need to get my food going on. Mom loved writing with fountain pens, no matter how long the letter or document. Whenever I asked if it was tiring to write so much by hand, she would always say, "It's difficult, but it's worth it." Mom had a routine before writing. First, she would sit at her desk with perfect posture, then she'd neatly lay out a fresh sheet of paper. I feel like my posture is being judged because I know I'm leaning over right now. Finally, she'd select one ink bottle from her collection and gracefully dip the nib of her exquisite fountain pen. I loved watching this process, so I used to sit quietly beside her whenever she took up her pen. Watching her fill empty sheets of paper with her handwriting imparted a special feeling I couldn't experience anywhere else. She had so many inkwells, sometimes I'd spend half a day just looking at them all. I don't think she used this one very often. Okay, I understand that we are tidying up the house, but this feels like we're also avoiding it by tidying up the smallest things possible. Like, we could be probably doing a lot more stuff around the house, but instead we're dusting an inkwell. Okay. Sure, Adora, you do you, but I'm just saying. You could maybe be doing something a little more productive. Although I already love the color of this ink. And the liquid sloshes around inside? Okay, I'm loving it. Cleaning with ADHD. Yeah, yeah, no, I get that. Get up in there before I get the toothbrush. Okay, we're almost at... Yep, okay. Hint unlocked. Let's get as much more as we can with the sponge. Sponge. I also like in games like this when the dust the dust and the dirt also kind of has some pixels for it. Is that part of the... No, that's just a stain. Okay, got it. Stain of ink on the ink bottle. I see you. Also, shadowing from the cork is not part of the dirt. Nice. I think I still have a few bottles of ink here, and a fountain pen. I just never got into it as much as I should have. I used to be a big, letter writer with my friends, and we would send each other mail. We all lived in the city, so we'd get the mail a day or two, but we'd always end up seeing each other before the mail would arrive, so it was always a special treat if we had gotten mail since we'd seen each other. Not so much anymore. We got an achievement, Shining in the Darkness and a Shining Start, clearing 4 objects to 100%. Only in the darkest nights can you discover the star hidden within. Lewis. That's a quote from Mom's favorite writer. Why is it written on here? Because it's a limited edition ink. Dad and I were still university students, so it took him a lot of hard work to buy it. But it looks new. Is it because you don't want to waste it? Adora, let me show you something. If you write with this ink and then turn off the lights, can you see the words glowing? The darker the room is, the brighter the ink shines.
What?
Oh, wow. To Adora, Lily and Ash's beloved daughter, you need to eat a variety of foods to grow big and strong. But I hate carrots. Oh my god, who hates carrots? If you become brave enough to finish your carrots, I'll give you the fountain pen as a present. A special ink that glows in the dark, a quote from a famous writer is displayed on the label. Nice. I adored fountain pens, so it was an irresistible offer. Mom looked into my awestruck eyes and said, "Do you know why I love fountain pens? Because you can learn about someone through their handwriting." Even if I wrote something without much thought behind it, I learned more about myself after reading those words. She gently closed the inkwell. For some reason, after that day, I never saw her use a fountain pen again. You buckle up for feels. I definitely feel some feels coming, so buckle up for feels. I mean, we're already at the feels train, she's come back to the house, she's cleaning up the house, she clearly hasn't been here in a while, and she's having a lot of memories, so yeah, I suspect we're in for feels. But we will continue, let's see, how many... Oh wow, okay, so 4 chapters, 16 items. We have a little ways to go. But yeah, we'll come back to more of this later, because this is already a lot of fun. But I need to get going so I can get some food in me. And yeah, Undusted, Letters from the Past. It's in the Steam store right now. Let's see, the deluxe edition's on sale if you want to grab that. The deluxe edition includes the soundtrack and the art book, so if you're liking the vibes, you're all set. There is a demo available in the Steam store as well, so if you want to try it out for yourself, I love the try before you buy, then take a look at that. And yeah, this is really cute. We're going to come back to more of this later on. I just want to get some food in my belly. I don't have carrots tonight, although now I wish I did. So yeah, a lot of fun. I am sure I wonder who started that process. Who started the process of asking gamers if they were sure they wanted to leave the game?